From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Rams. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Flush to his right. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. To the air. Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep for Julio. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kyler Fackrell racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And the Rams defense gets to him again behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Third and long for Bridgewater. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Allen now throwing again. This complete to Jones. Touchdown, LA! Julio Jones with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. We got to get the ball, D, get the ball right here, let's go. Under 10, under 10, 10.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd down, it's Ingram. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of...
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off at the 21. Johnson, the intended target. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That was Patrick Peterson from his cornerback spot whirling in for the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, he completes it to Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Let's go, D, let's go. Now let's get it done.
Allen going to throw. Jones has it. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, LA. Julio Jones. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now 14-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience left.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking deep for Julio. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 74 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown. Extra point try now for Succop. And it is now 21-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hustle, hustle. 53.
Looking to throw on second down. Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And the coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. And
my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Throwing now is Allen. Flush to his right. Looking downfield for Jones. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. On second down, Lynch. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Geno Atkins racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And the pressure gets to him again. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. A huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and about a mile here. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, me and you all day. All day. Middle. I'm coming after you.
To throw, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this, or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
56.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. Complete to Jones. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Succop for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. Bridgewater under pressure again, and down he goes again. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They'll run on first down. It's Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. My goodness, it'll be a disastrous loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a second and forever. Here's Allen. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Bridgewater nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyler Fackrell, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Bridgewater, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jordan Jenkins has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just an avalanche is coming right on top of them. On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. And able to find Garcon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Bridgewater to throw it. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Airing it deep for Garcon. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. And that'll set him back 5.
Let's go. Bunch it.
Allen now looks to throw. Flushed out right. Pass incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater, and he finds Fitzgerald. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. 1st down, Bridgewater. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Bridgewater. And he's going to go down again. Jordan Jenkins in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. They were looking for Johnson that time. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Exit, exit. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS.
And here's Allen. Going to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Eluding the pressure. And he's going to lose yardage here. As they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Los Angeles. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Hey, let's get in that holes. Monday. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. I know he ain't got it.
Allen going to go on 4th down. Looking deep for Julio. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. Got a hand in there to break that one up. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens cut into that lead.
You ain't going nowhere.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3.
We got this.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go.
And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Bridgewater now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I remember throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the out. Watch the out.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. He's going to let this one go deep. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
Allen going to throw. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right.
And they get to Bridgewater. Bridgewater taken down in the end zone for a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
Doesn't help indeed. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there is they'll get 20 and a 1st down. 1 play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Looking downfield for Jones. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Allen. He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Oh, my goodness. A little unconventional there on the return. A big loss after the interception, but they get the football. So after the INT, it's Allen. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. On the draw, this is Ingram. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Here's Bridgewater. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
53, Mike.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Running for it. Here's Lynch. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check right, check right. Right, tight. Watch the ship, watch the ship.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Looking deep. And this is taken in at the 5. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. To the air, Allen. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Extra point try now for Succop. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
This will be taken very short. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try and put points on the board.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 2nd and 3. To throw is Bridgewater. It's caught by Garcon. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And a Raven first down.
53 to Mike. 53, check 53.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
To throw, it's Allen, escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
So Allen's going to look to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And oh, it's complete. What a catch at the 7. A huge play that time for the Rams. 52 yards.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here's Allen to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Suckup for the extra point. And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Extra point try now for... Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it.
And now here is another interception. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said that. There he goes, right side. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Elliott good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
An excellent gain, 35 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now Allen. He completes it to Jones. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Succop for the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready? Mike, right. Check 55, Mike. It's been a long day for you. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. Topper, Topper. Check 55 to Mike.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater completes it to Fitzgerald. He's at the 30, past the 20. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go, and remember.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he'll advance no further, so he can't bring it back for 2, but the extra point attempt is unsuccessful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for L.A., they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.